Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Toss play to the running back going left. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Snags a quick throw. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down after that previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's a quarterback keeper, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
But he just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
First down, Texas.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I could kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And that sets up a return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. First down, looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 3, Texas 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Michigan 3, Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
It's now 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Take it now, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Here's the 2nd down play.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the defense smothers him for no gain. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football, and you have to get the right guy. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
This one will be fair caught. offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking right, this one caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
It's complete on the crossing route. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
They go with a direct snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
That pack just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Here's the punt, high in the air. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going.
Texas.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Looking to throw yet again. Finds his target. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Defense is coming after him. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Brings up third down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch.
Good job on this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's got it on the option. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry out. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Linebacker shifting around now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And that is any defender's dream, a touchdown to take the lead in the fourth quarter of a playoff game.
Well, when you play this kind of scheme, it could lead you potentially into having opportunities to create turnovers. Here they get the bonus because they get points off of it, give themselves the lead. Now they're going to hold on here to see if they can advance to the national title.
Went after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? Finds an open target on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
A completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And the game now tied here in the final quarter. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
On the set.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacting quickly. A very short gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. 3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Looking to throw again. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout, Texas.
A new set of downs after that completion. And there's the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Michigan.
And out comes the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll run it to the right side. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Bringing pressure. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
Michigan 31, Texas 28.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.